Hell yeah.
Yo, Cuz by Reggie. Can y'all see me? Make sure y'all can see me right. Cuz by Reggie back with another video, and today we're not gonna be here long. I know I say that, and even me rambling right now contradicts that. But first off, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos if you dislike the videos, right? If you've been following me for a while, you have noticed the change of scenery, right? And if you're new here, welcome to the new scenery. I've been cutting hair for 10 years. So after a while, I know a lot of people, either you stay where you are, you open up your own shop, but there's also that middle ground, which is the route that I decided to take, right? And that's opening up my suite. I know a lot of people, I get a comment every now and then, and when I talk about the suite, and people ask me, why did I shut my shop down to open up a suite? So that shop was not my shop. I was working with a bunch of friends, pretty much family, and I was there for 10 years, right? The barbershop is called Diamond Cuts. I was there for 10 years, learned a lot of growth, built my clientele, and here we are now. So I get a few questions, and I've only been in my shop for 3 months now, for 3 to 4 months now. So a few of the questions that I get is it worth opening up your suite, or what's the difference in the barbershop versus the suite? So here's a few things over the past few months that I have ran into, whether they're problems or situations or whatever, and everybody's situation will be different, but for those who have asked me, this is what a few of my takeaways from opening up a shop, right? A few key differences from being in the barbershop and the suite is the clientele, right? So when I do classes here at this barber schools here, my main thing is when they ask about the suite, should I do a suite or should I do a barbershop? Not saying you can't succeed coming straight out of barber school going into a suite. I would just say to all new barbers, once you're trying to build that clientele, you should start in a barbershop, right? You should start in a barbershop where you got walk-in traffic, whether you do appointment only, walk-ins, or however you operate. Working in a barbershop before you getting in the suite is great for everybody, I think, right? For two reasons. First of all, like I said, you get that clientele. When you don't have that clientele, working in a suite, you all on your own. Now, if you got some great clientele building techniques and you can do that on your own, jumping out of barber school straight to a suite might be for you. But I would suggest jumping into a barbershop that is established and they have walk-in traffic, where you are getting those last minute people coming in and, hey, can I get cut real quick? In a suite, you're not getting that. You're not getting people maybe once or twice, but you're not getting continuous run-in traffic. When I was at Diamond Cuts, I started from ground zero. But being in a shop that had that traffic, where everybody else had their clientele, but being a new barber and having that traffic come in, you're gonna get those people that either they don't have time to wait, or they new in town, so they just looking for a barber, or they just want to give you a shot. You know what I'm saying? So that's one reason. The second reason I say starting in a barbershop is because unless you have been working or cutting hair for years and you just go in the barber school to get your license, you learn more working in a barbershop. You learn how to interact with different clients. You learn how to interact with the people that's around you. You learn how to cut hair. Watching other barbers, me starting off slow, not having nothing to do, I wasn't just sitting there looking around, twiddling my thumbs, scrolling online. You do a little bit of that because it's advertisement, right? But when I had slow time, I was up next to the barber that's next to me. I'm looking, I'm watching. If you jump out of barber school straight into a suite, not saying your skills can't grow, it's a little different though. You know what I'm saying? That growth a little different. Of course, you can watch YouTube. You can watch YouTube all day long, but being on top of somebody because unless you're watching a bunch of different, YouTubers, like certain YouTubers only cut certain clientele. When you in a barbershop, you might get different clientele, different hair textures. So being able to ask somebody, why did you do that? What should I start with? It's just good to have that environment, right? In a suite, you don't have that. you're gonna come straight out of barber school and be there. But anyway, that's a few differences from working in the barbershop, working in the suite. Working in the suite, growing, luckily I already had my clientele, because coming into a suite, it will be tough to grow clientele because you have to be out there trying to grow. Once you wait till you build a clientele before you get into thinking about you want to open a suite. And one thing too is, why do you want to open a suite? At first, I wanted to open up a suite because I just thought I should, right? I actually was thinking about it during the pandemic. The pandemic happened, you know, it kind of slowed down a lot. But also during that pandemic, it helped me realize that I had the clientele. Now, I know we're far away from the pandemic, so I did take my time to still move into the suite, but it made me realize, oh, they still want me to cut their hair, which will lead into the second point of prices. A lot of barbershops, they have price lists, so you kind of stuck to that price list. Now, in some barbershops, and at diamond cuts, at some barbershops, they will let you charge what you want to charge, but for the most part, you are on that price list, which might be good, which might be bad. You might want to raise your prices. So during the pandemic, I was realizing, oh, people will pay for the service that I provide. Once it became time, that made it easier for me to say, I'm gonna open up I'm gonna do my suite, right? Also in a suite, you are in your own bubble. So the decorations that you want to do, the style that you want to do, that's you. You know what I'm saying? Most barbershops, you coming in, you paying booth rent, you just there. A suite is you come in, this is your own barbershop. I pick the colors, I hanging up the TV, I put the iPad here, I put up extra lights. That's all me. You hear what I'm saying? In a shop, not saying that the look of a shop is the all be and see, you know what I'm saying? Like, the look of the shop is not gonna make you go or not go, maybe. But once you are in your own space, you have your own range to do what you want, right? And also, when you're working in a barbershop versus a suite, once it comes to your time, I wanted to be in a suite because I can control my time a little bit better. Yes, working in a barbershop, you are a self-employed entrepreneur. You are in a barbershop. But when you got walk-in traffic, I came from a shop with doing walk-ins, right? So when you're doing those walk-ins, it's kind of hard to say, when am I gonna get out of here? Unless you just cut it off. You know what I'm saying? You can do appointments and say, forget everybody else waiting, y'all handle that. That's fine. If that's how you live and that's how your shop operates, that's cool. But I'm the type of person that now everybody that's in here waiting for a first available or waiting on me, I'm gonna try my best to get every single person that I can. And in the beginning, that is good because you are, again, building your clientele, right? Working in a suite though, you can control it a little bit better. Because based off you not having that walk-in traffic, your books are pretty much booked up. You can add slots if you want. You can maneuver different if you want. It's all on you. You know what I'm saying? Because that clientele that you built is all on you. So now that you're in a suite, you can build the clientele that you want to build as well. When you work in certain shops, certain people go to certain shops. If that's the environment that you want to be in, cool. I love diamond cuts. That same clientele I pretty much got here. But sometimes you in a barbershop that's a little hood, and that's fine. That's what you get. Now if you're in a barbershop that's a little snitty, high snitty, whatever you pick, whichever shop that you pick, that's the environment that you're gonna be in. Once you start your own thing, like I got my suite now, I get to pick and choose my clientele. Now that we got people that no shows, right? Boom, you fired, right? Now I can open up those slots for other people who will respect my time and respect the time slot that they can book. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully this is all making sense, right? There are pros and cons of both. And usually the pros of working in a barbershop is the cons of working in a suite. Then the pros of working in a suite can sometimes be the cons of working in a barbershop. What balance do you want? Also, what I have realized, and this is just where I am, I'm not sure how all suites are named, but that I work in Solar Salon. Even though each room in here is individually different, some people that want to come to a barbershop have been thrown off by the word salon. When I tell people that, hey, I got my own suite, I'm in Solar Salon. I have had barbers that come in, I mean not barbers, I have had clients come in and sit down and say, this is my first time getting my hair cut in the salon. The building is Solar Salon. I'm Cuts by Reggie Studio. So if you follow me on Instagram and if you have saw me post Solar Studios, Solar Suites, that's the reason. Because sometimes that word salon, it throws people off who's wanting to come to a barber shop. I just had some thoughts on my mind. I should have wrote some stuff down to make sure I covered everything. And I'm pretty sure I missed something, but I've been in here for 3 to 4 months and I'm still learning as I go. A few things that I have realized is at the shop that I was working at, I had somebody to wash the towels. Now I gotta wash my own towels. They provided Sanex strips, the neck strips. They provided alcohol and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now when you move into a suite or you move into a barbershop, that is all on you. So if you not if you're not prepared for that, don't jump. And I know the entrepreneur world on social media make it look so sweet. Everybody's not supposed to be an entrepreneur. It's just not. Some people, and even in a barbershop that's booth rental, you are an entrepreneur, you are self-employed, but it's still somewhat structured. You know where you're going. You know the lights are gonna be on. You know they're gonna have whatever they provide. You know when you get here, you gotta make sure everything is set up. The cable, you want a phone, you want the booking apps, you want all of that is on you. You hear what I'm saying? So if you're not ready to make that jump, just work in a barbershop. After a while, who knows? Because my plan is to open up my own shop. But right now, I'm cool here, so I could either stay here, or if this eventually don't work, I could go back to that barbershop. Not that barbershop, but a barbershop. You get what I'm saying? You will also miss that barbershop environment. So if y'all got any questions about the working in the suite or working in the barbershop, put it in the comments down below or DM me on Instagram, and maybe I'll do another one 6 months in and then a year in, but just to kind of see if there have been a big difference in working into a suite. But there will be pros and cons in both. What are you ready for? If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, comment, like, share, dislike the videos if you dislike the videos, and we will be back with another video, another tutorial, another unboxing, another something. Peace.